Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So today's video, we're going to talk about, was Alex Jones right? So guys, for a lot of us who follow Alex Jones, I don't really follow him closely. I do listen to some of his rants every now and again. I don't like the guy because he's always screaming, yelling, and I think crying or some shit. I don't know if he has low blood sugar, whatever the fuck's going on with him. I'm not a big fan of him, but I still listen to him from time to time. Now, I didn't see this particular episode in a show that Jesse Ventura had a few years back, probably more than 10 years ago now. And he had this show where he talked about different conspiracy theories throughout the world and different odd things that happen or cases that happen. Nonetheless, this episode was back in 2009, and this episode had Alex Jones in it. We're going to call him Mr. Jones for the sake of this video. And in this video, Mr. Jones talks about how he was told how the depopulation was going to begin through way of arm tickets. That there was going to be compulsory arm ticketing for people, which is going to be disguised or look like it was being done voluntarily, which we all know that that's not true. Nonetheless, back in 2009, he's stating all of this. And he said that a doctor told him, the doctor by the name of Lima Rebo, tells him that depopulation is going to start because they're going to start handing out arm tickets, which are going to have adverse reactions in people, causing them to get sick and or die. Mr. Jones refers to it as a soft kill. That being said, the reason why they're using the vaccine, or the arm ticket, is that people are going to get sick, and it's going to be unbeknownst to those who are not paying attention. People are going to start passing away, and again, it's going to be unbeknownst to those who are not paying attention. But those of us who are looking at it very closely. Now, the doctor that's also interviewed in this segment in the show, she states that she was told as well that there's going to be a culling of some sort, and that this is going to begin because they want to, again, the Bilderberg group or whoever the elite family is, they want to depopulate the planet to save the planet. So anyway, she talks about all of this, and this doctor, by the way, doesn't live here in the United States. She's pretty paranoid, rightfully so, because again, this was in 2009. Now we are in 2024, and we're seeing, guys, people take arm tickets and get very sick. We're seeing people take arm tickets and more people are becoming sterile, and then we're seeing people pass away and or not wake up. Now, in the segment back in 2009, the doctor said that people were going to start becoming sterile, and those who survived will be sterile, and those who don't, well, obviously they're going to die. And there are going to be many people in the middle of that that are going to get sick, and it's going to look like normal. It's going to look normal to people. For those, again, who are not paying attention, they're going to look at this and go, wow, such and such can't get pregnant, and my neighbor also can't get pregnant. That's kind of odd. But they're not going to connect the dots because they're not with it. But those of us who are on it, with it, and paying attention, we're already starting to see it. We're starting to see an increase in miscarriages. We're seeing an increase in cancers. We're seeing an increase in various other illnesses going around, including psychological ailments and or mental illness increase as well. So again, for everything that they said back in 2009, we're seeing it now. Interestingly enough, Mr. Jones is still labeled a conspiracy theorist. They're doing everything they possibly can to discredit him, which, listen, he does a lot of that damage to himself, but I still listen to the guy because he said some shit back then. He said a few things back then. He's been right about a few things. Not everything, but a few things. But listening to him, guys, and listening to what's still coming our way, it's looking bad. And a lot of us are starting to put things together and going, this isn't going to look good. But what they have in store for us is not good. Now, what does this mean for preppers? Well, that just means, guys, that we pay closer attention to a lot of conspiracy theories. But, I have to say this, but do not act on them. Don't believe every last one. Put them in the mental Rolodex and leave it there. Don't start going, oh, you see, and start, pointing at the sky and crying and screaming and carrying on. Don't do that. We are getting ready, guys, for what is coming our way. Whatever that might be, however drastic it might be something soft, again, that looks like Mr. 19, which, killed some people, but not like what we thought it was going to do. There could be something harsh that kills way more people than Mr. 19. Matter of fact, makes Mr. 19 look like a seasonal cold. There could be that waiting for us. There could be more arm tickets coming out and more ailments coming out where they start forcing people to take this arm ticket. Now, as far as forcing more people to take a new arm ticket, that's going to be super hard because a lot of people are done with this bullshit that's going on, the Mr. 19 arm ticket. Whatever new bullshit they release, it's not going to matter. A lot of people are not going to take it. So they're going to have to force people to take it like they did before. They're going to tell people that you're going to lose your jobs, you're going to lose your livelihood, you're going to lose your YouTube channel, you're going to lose your way of eating, where you're earning money, if you don't take this arm ticket for whatever bullshit they got coming out next. Now, they seem not to be able to think or plan what they want to come out next, because I think even the Bilderberg Group and the Rockefellers and all of them, whatever gets released, guys, has a giant backfiring issue, because it can affect them. Because I know that they're thinking this, guys. They are wargaming every last scenario they possibly can. And they're looking at every possible disease that could be released and what the drawbacks can be from that being released. So that's why they looked at Mr. 19 and go, this should be fair enough. And they already knew that if you had a healthy enough immune system, you were going to be okay. But if they're releasing anything harsher than that, it could be a drawback on them, or backfire on them rather, and kill and wipe them all out. That's probably why they're tiptoeing around what they want to release. Again, that is my opinion and my theory, my conspiracy theory, that they have a bunch of shit on deck. They just don't know which one they want to release and how bad it's going to get. Now, as for preppers goes, this is where, again, guys, you just keep getting ready. You put whatever it is in your mental Rolodex and you leave it there. You don't sit there and, again, cry, scream, and carry on, and or, above all, give up. You don't do that. You go, all right, whatever they're going to throw at us, we're going to be ready for. That is why be prepared to be ready for whatever they throw at us, because they're going to throw one thing or a few things at us, and we need to be ready for whatever comes our way. Simple. That's all this is. Again, with Mr. Jones and Lima Lebo being right, whatever her name is, the doctor, with them being right and with them telling us what was coming our way, listen to these people and these kind of people. And again, don't act on it. Just sit on it. Let it marinate. And then when it happens, or you start hearing about something happening, you know what to do next. Because panicking is not an option. Being a bitch is not an option. And quitting is not an option. The only option is to get ready and handle whatever comes our way. Because, guys, they also calculate suicides. They calculate that in there because they know that people are going to give up. They know that. So that being said, guys, don't give in to their plan at any level. Surpass their expectations of you by living, being prepared, and carrying on. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.